Congratulations, you made it. Highways, on-ramps, underpasses, some of the worst city driving you've ever seen, and you got here in one piece. After all that, it'd be a shame if you damaged your truck, your customer's load, or worse, injured someone in a 2-mile-per-hour accident. An accident that shouldn't ever happen.
The biggest thing is he needs to be safe. He needs to operate his truck slowly. Don't be in a hurry. Don't take anything for granted out there.
As a professional straight truck driver, you face some of the most difficult driving conditions around. Nobody would believe the nerve-wracking traffic situations, tight alleys, and impossible loading areas you deal with every trip. Backing up and parking your vehicle can be a real challenge. Accidents that occur in these situations aren't just costly in terms of the immediate loss of dollars. If you have an accident in your customer's backyard, that customer's image of you and your company may be damaged beyond repair.
But I mean, you representing the company, and you know, I mean, depending on how you driving that day, you can get an account, and you can lose an account.
First rule of backing, don't. Second rule, there's always a blind spot. Plain and simple. Whenever you back your truck, there will be areas you can't clearly see, but which must still be backed to or through. Your path might have been clear 2 seconds ago, but things change quickly. Someone or something could suddenly drive into one of your blind spots. Someone could come out of nowhere. You've seen it happen before. An area that was clear is now an accident about to happen. As professional drivers, we perform this maneuver 1,000 times. But that's when we get complacent. We're in a rush, deliveries get behind schedule, and we forget the basics. You have to get out of your truck to look around. Pretty simple, but backing blind is the biggest cause of low-speed accidents. You can never tell what's in your blind spot if you don't get out and look.
If you don't get out and look, you're just really, you're hoping that nothing else got back there, and sometimes you hit something. If you get out and look, make sure everything's clear, nothing's in the way, you have no problem getting back in there nice and safe.
You can't imagine how many things are just waiting to cause an accident. You have to check out each and every situation. Don't just look for the obvious, vehicles, debris, or other problems. Check the entire area. Are there any overhead obstructions? Are there workmen, forklifts, or other equipment that might suddenly move into your path? Some drivers will use a spotter to help them back into an area. This is generally a good thing, but is the spotter qualified? They better be, because spotter or no spotter, you are responsible for anything and everything that happens when you're behind the wheel. When you have checked the entire area over, you're ready to begin backing. There's a small set of basic rules to remember. You already know them all. Turn off your radio. You don't need distractions at a time like this. Turn your flashers on. It will make you more visible to other vehicles and pedestrians. Open your windows before putting your truck in reverse. This will help you see and hear your surroundings. If your truck is equipped with a backup alarm, use it. If not, you'll want to sound your horn periodically. If backing requires you to turn in the process, always try to back to the left. And that window you opened will help you see the back of your truck during the turn. Use your mirrors, your open window, and common sense to ensure a safe, successful back. If you have any doubt whatsoever about the safety of the situation, get out of your truck and take another look. The time it takes to back up properly is a lot less than you'll spend filling out accident reports.
Even if you know when you moved in there was nothing there, by the time you get in your truck and get yourself situated and you look through those mirrors, you're still not seeing anything.
Sometimes the biggest challenge of the day isn't the road, the weather, or other drivers. It's just finding a place to park. No matter where you are, it always seems there's a lot of activity. Kids playing, hurried and harried commuters grabbing coffee from the quick stop, just everyday hustle and bustle, and it's all in your way when you're trying to park. You need to find a spot that's close enough for pickup or delivery. Ideally, it shouldn't require you to back up. It gives you enough space to safely load or unload, and it doesn't make your truck a hazard for anybody else, including pedestrians. So if you do find that perfect spot, tell me about it. They're hard to come by. Chances are you will probably have to do some maneuvering. Use your mirrors and check your clearance on all sides. If you're parking downhill, turn your tires toward the curb. Uphill, make sure they're turned toward the street. Use your flashers while parked and assure yourself there's enough clearance for other vehicles to get around you. If at all possible, avoid situations where you have to back up. The best parking spot is one that lets you drive forward to leave.
The one wrong move and it ruins your whole day. You back into a car 1 little second, boom, that ruins your whole day.
Backing and parking can create some of the most frustrating moments in your day. They're also your biggest threats for an accident. You represent your company. The worst place you can have an accident is in your customer's backyard. Remember that you always have a blind spot. Get out of your truck and make sure the area is clear. Don't hesitate to stop and get out again during the maneuver if you suspect problems. Check the clearance around the whole truck. Watch out for those overhead obstructions. Make sure both sides are clear and don't forget the underside. There can be a lot of debris on the ground. Use your four-way flashers and backup alarm. When choosing a place to park, make sure you don't create a traffic hazard for other vehicles or pedestrians. Try to park so you can leave your stop by driving forward, not backing up. And most importantly, whether you're backing up or parking, take your time. The few seconds you might save aren't worth the risk of an accident.
It's important that you get a sense of the space that you're trying to back into, get a sense of the clearances you have on each side of your vehicle as you're making your turn into a dock. Be certain that you're not too close to a wall, ripping a mirror off, damaging your vehicle, or putting somebody at risk who might be walking in between your truck and the space you're trying to get into.